So, what sold you on coming back home to Purdue?
There's a lot of opportunity here. I think that just with the type of offense Coach Brown runs, there's a lot of opportunity for receivers to, make a name for themselves. Obviously, David Bell went here. He had a huge impact on the offense, and when he leaves, that opens up a lot of touches. So, yeah, I like the opportunity.
And you're going to get a chance to run the football. Sort of describe the role you envision playing in the fall.
I think my skill set is I'm just very versatile. I can play a lot of positions, and then my football IQ is pretty high. I try to take that upon myself to know the playbook and understand it at a high level and play at a high level. So when the coaches ask me to run a certain route or play a certain position, I'm able to do that to the best of my ability.
Do you have a history with Brock Thompson at all?
Yeah. So me and Brock played, since Little League. He was a receiver. Then Reese Taylor also, he was a quarterback. I was running back. So like I said, we all played together ever since we was younger on an AAU football team.
There seems to be a strong connection there with Indianapolis guys.
Yeah, it seems to be that way.
What about David Bell?
Oh yeah, me and D Bell had a couple conversations. We talked before I even came here. I just asked him how the culture was, how the coaches was, and then even though he left, but Coach Shepard, he was also a big reason I came here. But unfortunately, he left. But Coach McGee, he's also a great quarterback. I said quarterback coach, but he was a quarterback coach before. He's a receiver coach now. So, but yeah, he's a great receiver coach. He teaches us very well.
What do you think? The last couple of years being in Iowa, watching David Bell shred those guys.
My first initial thought was like, man, this dude is good. This dude is good. But now being in the offense, I see why he is good. They put him in great positions to be successful, and hopefully, I can just do the same thing.
How much with your new receivers coach has got a quarterback background as far as coaching quarterback? How much does that help the receivers, where he's trying to get you guys to see things through the eyes of the quarterback?
Oh, he does that every day, every single day. He lets us know where the quarterback is thinking, how to run a route, so the quarterback can understand what we're doing. And then he also lets us know how to run a route properly to get open for the quarterback. So just him having that history helps the receiver just up their game just a little bit more, and just being a complete receiver and just being a QB's best friend.
Take us back to high school, and were you recruited by Purdue? Kind of describe that. Did you almost come here? What was that like coming out?
Yeah, so I wasn't recruited by Coach Brown, though. I think he got here the year I went into college. Okay. So when he was recruiting me, it wasn't more so coming here because I feel like they wasn't really trying to recruit me hard. Iowa, they kind of showed me a little bit more love than Purdue, and that's and then going back to 2018, there wasn't really a huge winning opportunity here. That was, just being honest, that wasn't the Purdue culture, I guess you can say. At Iowa, they won most of the time, so I also thought I had a better opportunity at Iowa. Obviously, looking ahead, I'm happy I'm a Boilermaker.
Now that you're back home, does that open up the opportunity for some more family to be able to come out and see you play? Do you have a lot of family down in the area?
I don't have a lot of family in West Lafayette, but I do have obviously a lot of family in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
It's only an hour and a half drive. It's way better than 5 hours.
Exactly.
So they gonna love coming up here. They come up here now to see me and visit me. But my family, they was very supportive. They're my backbone. They traveled to Iowa. They came down there to see me. They never missed a home game. They was always there. So my family, they're my backbone. So I know they'll be here. They're very excited that I'm here too.
Absolutely.
What has Deion Burke shown you in spring practice?
Oh, he's electric. He's one of them players that you really don't even know what he's going to do when you get in the game. So keeps you on your toes, on the edge of your seat. I love him. He's definitely one of them guys that you need in your room. But he's a jokester too. I think that's also a good characteristic of him because when he's on the field, he's having fun. He's not really stiff. He's laid back and relaxed, and he's out there ready to go. And he's fast. I'm gonna put that out there too. He's pretty fast too. He's a burner.
How much running back are you going to play, you think, in the fall?
I'm not really sure. That's probably a question for one of the coaches.
How much CC coach Brian Day? How much does he help your career?
Yeah. Actually, I owe a lot of respect to Coach Nate because he was the reason I started playing receiver. So at first, I was, like I told you, when I was little league, I was playing running back all the way up until high school. So when Coach Nate got there, he put in, a certain offense that put me into receiver, and I was like, oh wow, I kind of like receiver. I think I could be pretty good at it. So Coach Nate was really the reason I played receiver, and he's here all the time. He recruited me to Purdue as well. He didn't want to tell me to come here. He lived about 15 minutes away, so he's always up here. And I love Coach Nate, and he's a big part of my life right now.
Dion mentioned that you've come in right away and kind of provided, I guess, just a high energy personality to the room. I take it it's just been a pretty seamless transition coming into the program, kind of getting settled and finding your place.
Yeah, so everyone here was pretty open-armed, honestly. Starting with the quarterback, Aiden. I mean, right when I got here, he sent me a text message, letting me know that I could come to him anytime if I had any questions, talk to him. Coach Braum, even when Coach Miggy got here, he could pull me aside and had a conversation with me. So I'm saying, like, from offense to defense to staff members, like, the whole organization was pretty open-armed. And then just going onto the field, I mean, it's just playing football. I get a lot more opportunity here. Just because of me playing two positions, I get the ball in my hands a little bit more often. And then also, with playing running back, I get that a little bit more naturally, just from when I played it when I was younger. So I think just being on a football field, that's just me being a football player. Football is football.
And obviously, been around, you have some experience just coming in, even though it's your first year with the Purdue football program. Do you feel like you have that opportunity to kind of step into some sort of a leadership role with this team, even though you are new to the program?
Yeah, I do. And I also just feel like when I first got here, I was just trying to let people see that I can play football, because I feel like I can't be the guy to come in and try to tell people what to do. That's not who I am. I'm more of a leader who does it the correct way, and then you can follow me and try it your own way, you know what I mean? And then I'll try to, correct your steps off of that. I'm not really a leader who comes in and yells at you and gets on you all the time. But also with the people in our room, there's a lot of vets. There's a lot of vets already in there, so there's not really much room for me to lead. I do what I can. I'm not gonna say that, but I do what I can. But with Brock Thompson in there, you got Milton, Marshawn, you got just a lot of older people who leads the room as well.